Hi everybody, welcome to A Few Minutes with the Mayor of Eden, that is, Neville Hall, and welcome tonight.
Thank you, Debbie. Glad to be here.
It's good to have you back, and I have to say we're all proud of him. He is well again. He had a little misfortune there, but you're doing better.
I am. I'm on the mend.
On the mend. Let your folks out there know that you are getting well.
Yes, and it's been nice. I've had a lot of support. A lot of people reach out, text, calls. We have an amazing, caring community we live in. When things are bad, people definitely reach out and look after you. So
exactly.
We're fortunate.
You are fortunate, and I'm glad they have been looking after you. Let's talk about some things that have been going on and some things that are going to be happening. Eden is a happening place, guys. And we're going to start off with a big event that took place on Memorial Day.
Yeah, this event happened on Memorial Day this past Monday. It was at the Fair House, at Fair Funeral Homes property. And this event's been going on. It's sponsored by the Eden Evening Lions Club.
Right.
And it's the event organizer that's in charge is Norma Jean McKinney, and she takes this project and has made it a premier event in the county to recognize veterans, especially World War II veterans. It's been going on for about 7 years or so. I think she told me it was the 7th year. They bring them in a limousine, have a speaker, and refreshments. And this time actually it was more like a meal when it was over. But I just wanted to talk about how nice it is to have those veterans there, but how sad it is that the decrease in the number of seats that we had 7 years ago for those guys.
Yeah.
That generation is fading fast, and as popular as our 4th of July parade is at that same location, I mean, they fill the neighborhood up. The neighborhood is full of people. I would love to see that many people come, because those guys are the reason that we're able to have that parade.
Sure they are. You know, maybe not that particular generation, but it is our
freedom,
our war heroes.
And they are there, and they love it. They're in the 90s to right at 100 years old. Some of them are in incredible shape, and they're all there because they're invited, they're treated well, and they have a speaker. I just wanted to point out what a great event it is, and thank Norma Jean and her group that organized it, and invite anybody. It's actually on Memorial Day every year at Fair.
Oh, it's not that Monday we all celebrate. It is actually on Memorial Day.
I'm sorry, it was Monday.
It was Monday. Okay.
I thought that was Memorial Day. That's what I know. But anyway, it's well worth attending. Go there and support these guys. And again, the numbers are going down quickly, nationwide and locally too.
Yeah. Well, we got a few things. I was thrilled. I was talking to my buddy Randy Hunt, who went to Charlotte this morning. And why did he go to Charlotte this morning?
For another exciting thing, Randy went down to represent Eden to pick up a $100,000 grant from the Duke Energy Water Resources Fund. This is a grant that they've awarded us to restore the Draper Landing and to create a Clay Street landing, so increase water access to the rivers. And this is the second consecutive year they've given us the $100,000 grant for the water access, and it even goes further than that. It's over $300,000 that Duke Energy has provided to the City of Eden for these projects with greenway expansions, parking lots, and things. So they have really been good to us as far as trying to increase the water access and the availability. So,
well, you know, Eden is a town built around the rivers. It was built on the rivers, I guess is what you would say, and it needs to be celebrated. The access needs to be there.
And that's what these funds will go towards, that and trails down to the river, and then the landing part where you can put in and get out of the river, and hopefully people can use that for more recreation if it's easier to get in and out. So.
Right. The one that I'm most familiar with is right there at the Hamilton Street Bridge, and that one's a tough one to get to, especially if you have any kind of disability or
carrying a boat
or anything. So yeah.
So the idea is to rebuild those and make them more user friendly, and these funds will obviously go a long way in doing that. And we're just excited that Duke Energy has awarded us that grant again, and it was received today, and we're ready to start looking at getting the projects going.
Yeah. Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. That's it.
And some of the projects you've got going on right now, I'm just impressed.
Yeah, we constantly, as part of our strategic plan, we're trying to make quality of life better in Eden. One thing that's been ongoing very recently is the paving of the parking lot on Washington Street, with the municipal parking lot. Will add parking for the merchants and their customers to be able to use that and make it, again, more user-friendly. May the 12th, we had the ribbon cutting and opened the dog park at Freedom Park.
Oh, I know. I have heard so many people so excited about that.
Yeah, my wife Mel and I rode through the park Saturday last week, and people were in the dog park. People were on the walking trail. People were playing softball, both basketball courts. The Freedom Park is actually a great place for people and their families to go and get recreation, and just about every facility there was in use, and we have plans to continue to improve that. But the dog park's open. The Mill Avenue swimming pool, it's an old pool, but it's maintained, it's safe, it's ready to be played in. The water's probably cold, but it opened on May 26th if you're interested in going there. And then, of course, we're continuing to work on the Matrimony Creek Greenway project. As we get breaks in the weather, we're able to move that.
If you're trying to do an outdoor project, which at my house is just try to cut the grass, it's been impossible. We've
had months of hit and miss.
Hit and miss. Yeah. Hit and miss.
Well, then we do have an indoor project that we're proud of that's is just in the beginning phases.
It's looking good too, by the way.
You were in there.
I've been in, yeah.
So in City Hall, right inside City Hall, when you first come in, there used to be a round desk that nobody sits there anymore. So it's kind of in the way, and there were the carpeted areas, the high traffic carpeted areas where you come in and you disperse to pay your water bill or finance or wherever you're going in there. That area of the carpet was beginning to really wear out. So we're coming in there right in the front and putting down some either wood or ceramic there, and take it all the way around to where it joins up with the finance department, so that, you know, in there, and match that up with the carpets, because you don't need to replace it all. It's not all very high traffic. So we're going to do that where it's a lot of people that use it. And the neat thing about it, with that lobby where you first come into City Hall and that big desk is out of there now, we're going to try to convert that into a kind of a exciting place for local companies to display some of their products. I think Karastan Rug had expressed an interest about putting a rug there, and some other companies. We have a lot of trucking companies there that may put their little die-cast trucks there, or any product that you have, any vendor.
That's actually made right there in Eden. I think that is incredible.
So we want to show that off, and of course, if anybody's watching that is a local company owner or operator, just get in touch with us, or get in touch with me, and we'll get your product in there and displayed. We're just looking forward to changing it up and making it look better. Yeah, and you can reach Neville at any time with questions that you would like answered. His email is there on the bottom of the screen. It's inhall@edennc.us. You got it. There you go. So yeah, we're excited about that. And again, if anybody has anything they'd like to display, we'll make sure it's safe, and you can get it back at any time, but I think it'd be nice to have your stuff in there for you. And this next thing is pretty cool. You and the city, and Roy Sawyers at Rockingham Update have partnered. Yeah. So now all your city council stuff is on his website. It's on Rockingham now. And YouTube. You can watch it. You can watch it live, not live stream yet, but we're contemplating adding that as a feature too. But that would be good. Roy. Our good friend Roy, your good friend Roy, yes. He's there, he gets it out, he puts it on his page, he puts it on Facebook, he shares it now on YouTube, and he actually has a thing with iHeartRadio where you can listen to it. Now, I don't know how far you'd have to be out to sit and listen to a city council meeting, but if you wanted to, it's available. Well, if it was one of those that was something being highly contested, or I've sat in county commissioner meetings where they've been talking about zoning issues. And let me tell you, you can fill up a room with zoning issues. You can. And some of those people get a little hot. Yeah, so yeah, you might want to listen to that. You might want to listen to that one. That one would be worth your time. Right. So I've sat through those and I'm like, yeah, that is a big part of even what we do with the city. Zoning is there. Sure it is. Sure it is. Almost every meeting we have zoning request of some sort. So. And don't you love those that want a spot zone somewhere? Yeah. Right in the middle of a residential area, they want to put a store. We do our best to protect the neighbors. Yeah. I think that's a really good thing. But you got something fun coming up. I think
if people really want to know how their city operates or what makes the wheels turn so much, this next thing, the Citizens Academy, sounds like would be the thing.
I just want to go ahead and get this out there. This really doesn't even start until August.
Right.
But they're accepting applications. The Citizens Academy, they've done it for several years and have had great response. The people who actually sign up and commit to doing the dates and go through it, in the end of the program, they really love it. They've learned a lot. It's where you go, anybody who's over 18 that lives or works or owns property in the ETJ can sign up for it. It's limited to the first 20 people. And what you'll do is you'll learn behind the scenes stuff about local government. You will actually go and visit different departments. You'll go to the water and sewer treatment plant.
Right.
You will go to the police department and have a tour with the policemen and the fire department. You do all these things so that you see how these departments work and you get a better appreciation for what they're trying to do with the resources that they have.
You know, when Chase and I were out filming some of this stuff for the strategic plan, the Did You Knows and all these things, that was the most interesting thing, is going into the different departments and talking with those people and seeing. I'm thinking, boy, this really would be fun to learn more about.
So the sessions are on each Thursday beginning in August, and they're from 5:30 to 7:30. And like I said, there's no charge for that. And then there are 9 of those, and then the 10th one is the graduation at City Council meeting, where we'll recognize all the people who did it. And also, because of the timing of the things, a lot of people are not able to go get dinner. There's a light meal provided at the end of each one. So if you'll just commit to come, and you can learn this stuff. And you get fed. And you get fed. And the contact for that, I'll just say, is Deanna Hunt. She's the Deputy City Clerk.
Yes.
And you can call the City Hall at 336-623-2110. That's a number that's just to direct to the City Hall, but her extension is 3025.
3025.
And reach out to Deanna, and we'd love to get 20 people signed up right away and get started with the program.
Absolutely. And there are people that are still looking at the Miller-Coors building, isn't there?
Absolutely. It is a fantastic facility. It is a tremendous facility that limits the availability of potential buyers, because you got to be
big.
Yeah. But you know, it's encouraging that people are still calling. We actually had a company in town this week that actually came and did a physical inspection of it. Had people from Raleigh here along with their engineers. You know, it's just so big, so far away from turning the key or cutting the ribbon. But it is exciting. Any good news that somebody's interested, whether it follows through, or, you know, a lot of times they're searching for a location on the East Coast.
Right.
I mean,
and we qualify, we're on the East Coast.
And it depends on what they're making and where they want to ship it and all that stuff. But this company would be a very large employer. It's you know, it can be a game changer for Eden, but you just have to slow down. You have to. There's a lot of stuff that would have to happen for this company to locate here. But the optimistic side is that people are still continuing to come and look at it, and it is a desirable property, and no question.
It's a beautiful piece of property.
Yeah, I mean, it's state of the art, and I think that
definitely state of the art.
People will, you know, it's exciting that they're there. They actually came. You know, you get calls all the time, but when you have a person or a company or a group of people that show up, that's when you think they're serious.
Well, you know that they mean more than just lip service.
Right.
You know, it's more like, okay, and we truly are interested.
And we feel like if we can get them here and we can show them the natural resources we have, the beauty in our city, and the commitment from our citizens. I mean, we all want this project or any project to go. So, I mean, I think the citizens are excited, and if, you know, when we get them here, we think we can do a good job of recruiting them. But again, it's business decisions that when or they come, or if they come at all. And we're excited because somebody came this week.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. and of course, that's reason for excitement.
It is. We like it.
All right. There's a bunch of events getting ready to kick off in the city of Eden. And the first one is Get Fit Eden. So let's
Right.
talk about, or I think it's changed its name. Is it Get Fit
It's
Rockingham?
Get Fit Rockingham. They've kind of piggybacked on the original Get Fit Eden program, and it's been such a success that now they've expanded it to all of Rockingham County, and the kickoff for that is coming up Saturday morning. And
June 2nd, guys.
June the 2nd. It's they're having a kickoff in Madison, Mayodan, Eden, and Reedsville at on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. In Eden, it's going to be on 629 Monroe Street, right across from the old post office.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, where Onkenale was.
Onkenale,
right there,
yeah.
If you remember that one. So,
yeah, I do.
629 Monroe Street. If you just go there Saturday morning, maybe get there a few minutes earlier, they just want you to sign up for the program. And you'll get your T-shirt and do just a few minutes of stretching, and then we'll do a 1 mile walk or run around the downtown Old Leaksville. So just if you want to come down for that on Saturday morning, but
June
the
2nd?
Yeah, 9 o'clock. We'll do that for the kickoff.
All right, Chance. First flyer, please.
And on that same day,
Yes,
at
there it is.
basically the same time, the start time anyway. But you
Right.
can definitely do both. Cause I
Oh, yeah, you can do
don't,
both.
I mean, unless you take from 9 to 4 to do that 1 mile.
If you do,
if you do,
you
it's
really
okay.
do need to get fit.
So this is the Pottery Festival that's on June the 2nd from 9 to 4. It's at Kingsway Plaza, just off Kings Highway, where the movie theater is. Free admission, door prizes. Debbie is one of the ringleaders for this, so if you want to elaborate on the...
Guys, it's just one of those wonderful things where we have potters from all over North Carolina and Southside Virginia that'll be in there. I think there are 25 booths, but that means 35 to 40 potters. Everything from functional to your dinnerware, to something to hang on your wall, to decorative pieces. I mean, it's there.
These
And
artists are talented.
They are talented, and we added one new thing this year. We have a jewelry maker that's going to be with us,
Nice.
so that come by and see that as well, and of course bring your debit card, your cash, and your checks.
Just to spend on products.
Just
it's
to
free
spend
to get
on,
in.
it's free to get in, but you don't want to leave. And by the way, it's never too early to shop for Christmas,
Okay.
don't you think?
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and
Pottery
get it
makes a
started.
fabulous Christmas
I don't
gift.
know why I wait till Christmas Eve, but I can't.
So you're one of those, huh?
It's never too early to start. I agree.
Never too early to start. Hey, your wife's in retail.
I know. That's hard to shop for her.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, and then our next event is the Chamber Night at the Drive-In. That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have the Eden Drive-In, which is a gym in our city that people come from all over to come and just see and go back to the old days of drive-in theaters, and it's a great facility. And part of the reason they're doing this with the Chamber is that UNC is coming to film a
UNC-TV, guys.
UNC-TV is coming to film like a documentary of things to do in small towns, and they selected this drive-in theater, and it was actually scheduled in May, and I think it got rained out. Imagine that. So
Imagine that.
it's been rescheduled for Friday, June the 8th. So if you're in town and you're interested in the theater, the drive-in theater, it'll be a good night to go, because I think the more people that are there, it'll look good on the documentary, and it looks good anyway. That place does a great job, and it's a fun place to go. So
It is a fun place to go.
it's
like a dinosaur. I mean, but it's a dying
yeah. Not many.
breed. There are just not that many of them left in the United States.
So again, Friday, June the 8th, and I think their start times depend on when it gets dark.
When it gets dark.
Yeah.
I think they open and let you come in.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you can
eat,
tailgate.
Tailgate,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, think about going on June the 8th out to the movie Stars at Dark. That's what it's called, at the
Yeah.
Eden Drive-In.
All right, Chance, let's go to the next one, and this one I'm not real familiar with. I did not know Draper had a speedway.
Well, I've seen T-shirts. People wear T-shirts that say Draper Speedway on them, and
Yeah.
I wasn't all that familiar with it. And I saw this flyer, and I think that it's going to be such a neat event that I wanted to make sure I pointed it out. That it's the Racers Reunion, and it's the 69th Racers Reunion, and it's going to be on June 23rd at the Railroad Cafe.
And I think they're holding it right outside the cafe, aren't they?
I think they are,
Yeah.
and they, which incidentally, the Railroad Cafe was honored last month at our meeting for 60 years in business. So
Wow.
they are obviously a fine establishment and a cornerstone in this city. And
it's my favorite place to get a cheeseburger.
so that's where this event will be held. The times, I didn't write those down, but they're on that flyer, if you can see the flyer on TV. And of course, you can find this flyer on Facebook.
What'd you say, Chance?
9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
9 a.m. to 3 p.m.,
Thank you,
folks, in
Chance.
case it's too small for you to read.
Okay. So that event is on June 23rd. That's a little bit of ways, but start making your plans to be there and support that event. So.
Yeah, and next comes one of my favorite events that happens in the city of Eden, Shagging on Fieldcrest.
It is. It's again, it's a little bit further away, but this is one of those events that's so well attended that people actually make their plans around this event. So that's why I wanted to get the date out. It's on July 21st, and once again, we got confirmation that the entertainment will be Jim Quick and Coastline, which is a fan favorite, and
absolutely.
And he loves.
It's a great interview.
He
too.
loves coming here, and he loves getting on the stage and saying he's in Draper.
He's in Draper.
So, but the Draper downtown area will be packed with people. That is a great event. It's July 21st. Probably starts at 7 o'clock.
Something like that, 6 or 7.
6 or 7. But
yeah.
It's so far. I just saw the date, and I saw that Jim Quick had committed, and I said, tonight I need to mention that because people want to make sure they get home from the beach that day in time to see him.
Exactly. So we'll make sure as we go forward through the next couple of months to get you specific information, and I'm sure we'll have a flyer because I know Cindy will send it to me anyway.
It'll be Coastline time.
Yes, exactly. And then one thing I want to say before we go to our very last piece is congratulations to Mel and Gloria as Chamber Members of the Month.
Yay.
The Eden Chamber Members of the Month. And they own the front porch right there on Washington Street in the heart of Eden.
Exactly right.
So,
they've been there a long time. They have a lot of loyal customers.
yes, they do.
And they're just fortunate to have the location and the customer service that continues to
Oh, the customer service,
keep
you
them
can't
open.
beat. If you've never been to the front porch, you need to go.
That's free commercial. How about that?
You got a free one tonight. You're welcome. Mel's in here with us tonight. All right, Chance, our last thing is text Eden NC. If you can bring that up for us. Well, it's not there, but there it is. Text Eden NC to 51660. Now, why should I do that?
That enables you to receive the messages from the city involving events, code red announcements, and again, you can customize it to get as much or as little of the information that you want. You can always opt out if you feel like you're being overwhelmed with messages, and I've been on it for weeks, and I get very few that are, I mean, and they don't wear you out. I mean, you get good information, and such event's been rained out, and you get a text as opposed to not getting a call or anything.
Right,
so.
and you go to the event and you go, well, where is everybody? Well, it rained.
Yeah, so it's just another way to communicate, and like we're doing with Roy Sawyer's and his TV production for us. We're just trying to make it easier for everybody to get the information. So again, I just hope that we can get some people signed up for the Citizens Academy and all these events we talked about. We can keep these things rolling.
You can take that down, Chance. Yes, folks, I hope you've been paying attention. There's a lot going on. The Citizens Academy especially, if you want to sign up for that. Do you have that?
I do.
We'll get Neville to give you the number again.
The number is 623-2110. 623-2110, and the extension was 3025.
3025.
For Deanna Hunt. She's a deputy city clerk, and she will take your information, and again, free of charge, something to do for 9 Thursdays. You don't have to commit to go to every one of them, but you know, you may particularly want to see how the fire department works, and not be available the next week to go see another department. But so we ask you to go to as many as you can, and like I said, they'll feed you at the end, and
then graduation.
Graduation.
All right, folks, don't forget the events coming up this weekend. It's Get Fit Rockingham, 9 o'clock on Monroe Street, and then the Piedmont Pottery Festival from 9 until 4, right there in the Kingsway Plaza on Kings Highway, all happening in the beautiful city of Eden, North Carolina. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Until we see you again next month, and we will be a week early next month. So I'm Debbie Moore, and this is Neville Hall. See you next time.
Good night.